I think most people don't think about today's topic because they don't have to a certain extent. But for me, if I stopped thinking about things people don't think about, would I really be thinking at all? And it triggered the question of that. And also, what is this me versus me mentality that I've been fighting? Currently, I find myself in the middle ground. I'm making the changes, but I feel disconnected from people, myself, society, things that are fun. I just feel the disconnect. Whilst in my body, I feel better in myself. You get that sense of that disconnect where other people are carrying a weight in your life that you didn't think about before, but now a lot of things are going right for you. You pick out more of the inefficiencies that you weren't looking at before. For me now, discipline, it comes easy. I've started going gym and I've just put my head down and I've just gone, I'm doing it. I am doing it. And I'm not going to let anyone get in my way. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to get the muscle. I'm just going to be happy. And it comes easy to me when I'm in. Because when I'm in, I'm all in. Yet, I also understand why others find it hard and struggle to go all in and not push their full potential. Because I don't know what's going on in their life ultimately. And it's not my place to know either. The more improvements, though, that I'm seeming to make, the more aware I'm coming of these inefficiencies in myself, in others, and the whole world. Sometimes this awareness, it feels isolating. Like right now, like yesterday, I was like, whoa, like I am really improving myself, but right now I am really struggling and I'm on my own and I'm just in my own head and I can't get out. So this is what sort of sparked the idea for today, because I literally couldn't find a way out rather than going to bed at 9 p.m. last night. I just had to shut off and just hope for the new day. I think the thing for me as well is that I also want deeper connections. But most people that I've sort of come across in my life, they don't think like me. And that's not a selfish way of thinking. It's just sort of like the things that I want to sort of think about or talk about. I haven't really met anyone that aligns with the same thought process. I want to have fun with the people that I would already class as my friends, my family, on my own. But the thing with me is that because of the way I'm growing and the way I'm enjoying growing, I want to keep the fun balanced and aligned to my growth. But right now, I'm sort of feeling the sense that socializing is feeling really draining. When you meet all these people traveling, you're meeting new people every single day, and it's just fun, 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 fun. No responsibilities, no worries. And then you come back, and even come back from uni after 3 years. You come back, and I've changed, I've grown, but my environment, where I'm living, is exactly the same as what I left it in. And for me, someone that can enjoy themselves on their own, I find it easier to disconnect and sort of be on my ones because I just feel more at peace than rather if I was to sort of compromise with people and then sort of force fun, you could say, because sometimes it's just what feels right in yourself. And like with the me versus me, it's like, does the me on my own have fun would the other me have more fun in a forced scenario or a setting that I'm not really up to it 100%? And you've got to sort of weigh up to, do you want to compromise, or can you just sort of disconnect from everyone and just enjoy your own company? I think right now for me, I'm craving fresh energy. Obviously, I met all them people traveling, and like it was just like so nice to, because what it is when you're traveling and meeting new people, you're not tied to old expectations of yourselves. And for me, I'm not saying I need to make new friends, but sort of just one person that sort of would share my way of thinking and my mindset. Obviously, I've been on the planet for 22 years, and currently, I haven't really found anyone that I have a class as thinking the same as me. I also sort of wanted to approach the angle of how connections with current friends are from these shared moments in life. And if you deep it, these shared moments often exist in the past. And I think this sort of explained my sense of disconnect from not just them, but my of these moments, really, with new people. They don't tie you into the old version of yourself, someone that for a lot of us we're not happy with. And even though there's nothing wrong with the old us or the new us, when you meet someone new, there's no need to sort of force it, because they don't know who you are. There's no need for you to sort of fake who you are. And the thing is, they'll connect with you if you align with what they're looking for as well. And that's what makes a good friend. You don't know who you're going to meet at a certain point, any occasion, and they've never met you before. That's the best bit. They've never met you before. So you can be 100% you. Obviously, we're changing every day. So does our way we carry ourselves. And sometimes you might meet someone and go like, oh, we've really clicked. But then sometimes you might have met them on the wrong day, where they're in a place where they're not happy, where you're in a place you're not happy. But when you meet someone in the perfect balance of all that, you can be the you of that day that you've been building up towards to build a friendship. And it's sort of, you can bond over having that shared mindset and enjoyment of certain things in life, rather than sort of being stuck with the same way of thinking at home, where you're always in the same environment where like not a lot changes. We can also bring it back to the question that I sort of questioned myself on last night, and it's, if I did stop thinking about things that people didn't think about, would I be thinking at all? And I think for me, this is how I sort of went about it. I see people that they think to process the world, but for me, I've got to keep thinking to sort of stay alive in it. And that's not in sort of that context. It's to sort of stay alive in it in the terms of like in the world and not in my head. So being present more, being more observant, being more orientated towards my family, my friends, communication, all these things, rather than sort of just like, it's a Monday, it's a Tuesday. You sort of got to type back to these memories, and although they're in the past, you've got to make sure that you're sustaining these present memories as well. I'm not content on living on autopilot. I think I crave depth, stimulation, and ideas. And this constant thinking that I'm doing, it's a gift, but it also sometimes to me feels like a burden. This is where we bring in the me versus me. The thinking's a gift, but also I'm like, why have I been the one that is thinking so much about all these things that, like I've said before, people don't think about. It keeps me sharp, but I think it also detaches me from people that aren't wired the same way as me. And like I've already discussed, I don't really think I've found someone like me where we're wired the same, where we're thinking the same, where we've got all the same crazy ideas, same thoughts. And I do think that is what I'm really looking for. Really looking for someone that can match my thought process. Not you think of it before you go, oh, someone that can match my energy. I just want someone that can match me in their brain. How can I stay engaged without this burnout? I need to start externally exploring. I need to. I've been looking at reading a book, but the way that I'm thinking, like a lot of the books, like that I'm looking at are sort of like, and you read the reviews, you're like, they are just like sort of copy and paste terms that have been around for ages that people are well aware about, I want to go further than that, but I'm still yet to find a book that sort of can piece together some certain questions that I'm looking for the answers to, because I've got questions that need answers to that I can't find out on my own. I need to learn new skills. This could be electronically, this could be in the gym, certain exercises. And the one I've really started pushing towards it is exploring. Like, since I've been home, I've realised, like, I used to travel while I was travelling, I used to be exploring places for like 9 hours. Today, if I go out for like a 2 hour walk, I can see almost the whole town. Like, and you don't even think about it like that until you get home and you go, what have I been missing out on this whole time? I also need to start having more challenging conversations. And like I said, I've not met these people, but I need to find someone like me. And that could be whether I try and find someone online, start making more conversations out in public where people can talk about different things than what I'm previously speaking to. I also need to start mental off-roading, and that is I need to take the unexpected turn. Like I said about having challenging conversations, I need to talk to more people, and not just more people, different people that will test my thoughts and sort of question me, going, actually, I don't actually know if you're 100% right. This is my perspective, and I would love to hear that. And I think the main one, which I've started really doing now, and I really want to bump up. I'm not going to say production because I'm on my own. I've got my phone. It's not that challenging, which is why I'm going to start doing it. I just need to create more and more things that are engaging, that people really actually tune into and sort of go, you're actually right here. But ultimately, if I start creating, putting stuff out there for people, they'll enjoy it. Growth feels like pushing against resistance, but momentum, it builds up over time. The next step for us is to add layers to the progress we've already made, whether that's if we refine our craft, the ways we connect, or pushing our own mental boundaries further. And I think with this, it's just the way that we'll get our full internal fulfillment of the people we're looking to talk to, what we're looking to talk about, how deep we're taking these conversations, and just how we think about the things that people aren't thinking about. Because ultimately, they're the questions that have been left unanswered. And with what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to answer these questions to say. And if I can push these boundaries and get these questions answered, then I'll feel more fulfilled in myself and how I sort of carry myself around others. So yes, I think it is me versus me. However, it's only me versus me when I'm on my own. We've got so many opportunities to talk to people and try new things. The only me versus me is that we're holding the second me back. Me is how I am at home, and the other me is how I am out, how I am talking to people, how I'm as a conversationalist. And I think that's why I've been holding back, and that's why I'm hoping to sort of change, where instead of sort of having an internal battle with myself, I want to have further debates with other people and sort of get to the bottom of what am I really thinking.